Some weeks after the European Union signed that sweeping trade deal with the United States, now European industries, some of them say, it's done little to resolve the tariff disruption. The president of Germany's Mechanical Engineering Industry Association told the EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen that his sector was facing an existential crisis, blaming the US decision to expand its steel tariffs to include hundreds of additional items crucial to his members and industry. And then at the Munich Auto Show, the German Chancellor Friedrich Merz stressed the importance of protecting Germany's auto industry. Car makers are facing a US import tariff of 27.5% on their cars. And that's because the deal to reduce the rate, if you remember, the EU has to remove various tariffs on the US and do various things, open up the market to 15%. Well, that's not yet been implemented. So European cars are facing the higher level. Bernd Lange leads the European Parliament's Trade Committee. He believes the EU lawmakers could push for changes. He's with me from Strasbourg. Good to see you. Good to be with me, sir. Quickly, do you think there's any risk that the Parliament actually votes down and does not give the mandate?
No, we are looking quite carefully to the proposal by the Commission, but also quite carefully to the development in the United States. And you are quite right. 2 weeks after the deal of Scotland, the USTR extended really the products containing steel and aluminum in a volume of 407 products. And this is really bringing companies in Europe in danger, producing, for example, pumps, also more or less 100% steel, and they are now tariffs much higher than 50%. So we are looking on that, and this is clear a breach of the agreement. And secondly, we need also some improvements regarding the possibility to end the legislation and also bring it in the line with the WTO. So we will look quite carefully to the proposal by the Commission.
Yeah, but the power of the Parliament is to force a revision in a sense. And the general perspective seems to be that the Commission was rolled over, that the US got one over the EU in this deal, and that the EU gave away too much and didn't get enough back. Is that your view too?
Of course, the deal is imbalanced, no doubt about it. It's more in favor of the United States, but the deal is there, and we have to deal with the deal, and but in a democratic way. And I guess the deal between kings and queens is 200 years gone. We have a democratic system, and we will look quite carefully to the concrete development. And I think that's really the normal process. So this deal in Scotland is just, let's say, an understanding. It's not legally binding. And now we are making the concrete legislation in the Parliament.
Do you think the Commission has got the message that Europe, or that a large number of politicians and certainly a large number of businesses feel that they didn't do a very good job with this deal?
I think they got it. Even today, we had a discussion with our negotiator, our trade commissioner, Maros Šefčovič, and it's clear also regarding the legal uncertainty in the United States. So the court decision is clear at the moment that the 15% baseline are not in line with the US Constitution and some other obligations from the court. So we are looking to that, and I guess this start in Scotland is really the start, and we have to negotiate in a more permanent way.
You see, now that's the issue. that you are negotiating, or the EU is negotiating, in the very traditional way of consensus and committees and this and that and the other. And EU negotiating and EU structures are simply not fit for purpose when dealing with the maverick nature of the US under Donald Trump.
I guess this has to be decided on your side of the Atlantic. We are sticking to our democratic procedures, and I hope that also the Congress will take over. I know quite well the Constitution of the United States, paragraph 1.8, the tariff and trade policy is the clear competence of the Congress. But this has to be dealt in the United States. We have our clear procedures, and I'm not willing to give up because of pressure from outside.
Sir, I'm grateful to you. We'll talk more, and thank you for joining us tonight from Brussels, or Strasbourg. Thank you very much.